more. You took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong, Toyota trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Athletes know how important it is to stay hydrated. But did you know there are other ways to hydrate besides just drinking water? In fact, milk is a great hydration option because it actually contains water, as well as electrolytes that are lost when your body sweats. So consider taking milk along with you to your next game or competition and enjoy the taste of greatness. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
We're Valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your number one choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, everything else you need. Was done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My make it easier. Start My Quit to 36072.
You train, you sweat, you practice, you go for the gold, you give 110%, but most of all, you aim for greatness. And milk is the performance enhancer that can help get you to your goal. Trusted by athletes and backed by science, there's a healthy helping of greatness in every refreshing glass of milk. So let nature's original sports drink help quench your thirst for greatness. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, it was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
Well, welcome everybody to the semifinal matchups of the 2A State Football Championships. We're here at Candler Field in Ashton, Idaho at North Fremont High School. Lauren Jensen alongside Josh McGauley. This is an IdahoSports.com game stream production of the 2021 Idaho State Football Tournament. Tournament coverage presented by the Idaho Division of Public Health, your local Toyota dealer, Valley-wide co-op and country stores, and Project Filter, Stop Smoking, Start Living. Well, this matchup featuring two teams that know each other very well. In fact, these two teams played each other back on the 22nd of October right here on this field. with North Fremont coming out on top 22-21 in that game, and what was really a low-scoring game, Josh, until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it really was, and I believe North Fremont got about a touchdown with 30 seconds left, so it was a really close game and low scoring until that fourth quarter.
Yeah, not much happened in the first three quarters. It was back and forth. It looked like Firth had the upper hand, and then North Fremont came storming back in those last about 4 minutes of the ball game to get the win. That gave them the opening bye in the playoffs. They beat Melba last week, did North Fremont, 44-38 right here on this field. We were here. IdahoSports.com had the coverage for you. Firth, on the other hand, of course, North Fremont, I should mention, 9-0 on the season, undefeated coming into this. If they win, the winner of this game goes on to play Westside next week. More than likely, that game will be at Holt Arena for the 2A state championship. Of course, Westside, the reigning champs, undisputed champs, if you will, and they're also undefeated in this 2A conference as well. Firth, on the other hand, 8-2 coming into this matchup. Their only losses to Westside. The first game of the season, they lost in overtime, 26-20. And their other loss right here on this field to North Fremont back, like I said, on the 22nd. They beat Aberdeen in the opening round of the playoffs, 43-8 back on the 28th. Then they beat Declo last week, 20-16. In a game that Declo led late, and then Firth was able to score late and take the lead here to get them back here for the kind of the grudge match, I guess, if you will, against the North Fremont Huskies. A little bit interesting, Josh. Last year, the exact day, I had to look it up, but November 13th, it was a Friday last year. It's Saturday, obviously, today. These two teams met on this field in the state semifinals, except it was a lot wider out there than it is today. There was about a foot to a foot and a half of snow out there in a game that Firth ended up winning late, 7-6. So it was just doing it all over again, just a day later on the calendar, if you will. Just a crazy, crazy thing that it's the exact same day. We've got the two teams going out for the captain's meeting and the coin toss out there. Our officials for tonight, our referee will be Blair Peepo, umpire Marshall Marler. The linesman will be Miles McKelvey over on the chain side. Line judge Ryan Hansen. The back judge will be Kyle Martin. And then the side judge will be Barty Reed. And then the field judge will be Rick Anderson. So a seven-man crew, for these state playoff matchups here in the semifinals. Once again, the Firth Cougars, they're in their whites with the blue helmets. The North Fremont Huskies in the purple home jerseys with black helmets out there, grayish black helmets. I want to thank all of our sponsors for today, our power boosters for the Firth Cougars, 21st Century Auto, Bingham Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, and for North Fremont, Pocock Trucking, Madison Memorial Hospital, Big Judd's, Fall River Electric, and Grand Peaks Medical. Also want to thank our local sponsors for today for North Fremont, Blackfoot Communications, St. Anthony Motors, Pro Pete Fertilizer, Pocock Trucking, Upper Valley Orthopedics, Baxter Funeral Home, Crapo Trucking, Fall River Electric, Rinky Grain, Dallas Hill with Silver Creek Real Estate Group, Tonja's Brazilian Orm, Cox's Honey, River Valley Dental, Adrenaline Performance, and Idaho Ag Credit. We're going to take a real quick break for the national anthem. We'll be right back here on IdahoSports.com.
hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Blackfoot Communications is and always has been deeply committed to the communities we serve. We strive every day to provide exceptional customer experiences and a vision to bring fiber-based services to every home and business in our service territory. This year, we're beginning our fiber construction to the Island Park area in Idaho. To learn more, visit goblackfoot.com/IdahoSports. Good luck in this year's tournament.
All right, welcome back here. The 2A state semifinals, the matchup between the North Fremont Huskies here on their home field. It's Candler Field here in Ashton, Idaho, taking on the Firth Cougars as North Fremont introduces their starters. A couple people to watch for the North Fremont Huskies. Number 22, Carson Packer. Number 23, Jordan Lenz. And number 24, A.J. Hill. They'll sprinkle in number 1, Angel Romero, as well as you'll see Dax Cherry and Hank Richardson out there on offense as some of the receivers. But it's 22, 23, and 24 right in a row that do the heavy lifting for the North Fremont Huskies. For the Firth Cougars, some guys to pay attention to. Number 1, Sam Park. He's their senior running back, as he has just had a monster of a year running the football. The Vasquez family, if you will, out there for the Firth Cougars. Of course, back at quarterback, and I always get these two mixed up, but I believe it's Gage Vasquez that'll be back there throwing the football for the Vasquezes. The cousin, broken leg late in the season and will not be available, obviously, to play in this game, but I'm sure he's here. I know he was here a few weeks ago as the Cougars faced off against this same Huskies team. Well, here we go, folks. Getting ready to go here. The Cougars are going to be kicking off. The Huskies will receive the opening kick and be on offense first. Back to receive the kickoff is Carson Packer. Last week, Packer had a huge run back to start the game. He ran it all the way back to about the 20-yard line. They scored on the next play. We'll see if Firth can cover him a little bit better on this opening kick. Out there to do the kicking for the Cougars, number 5, Cooper Leslie. He's a senior. As we get our officials off the field, and here we go. Winner of this game takes on the West Side Pirates next week for the 2A state championship. Short kick. Going to be taken by Lenz. Lenz has a seam. This little stiff arm down the sideline and knocked out of bounds. We're going to have a flag on the very first play of the game. Flag sitting at about the 46-yard line. And it looked like it might be a face mask, honestly.
Offensive or defensive?
Defensive. Well, yeah, on the return it is. Face mask against Firth on the return. As they tried to get Lenz, somebody got a hand on the mask, and that'll tack on a few more yards. So again, great starting field position for North Fremont on the opening drive. That'll take the ball all the way down to the 36-yard line after the penalty. 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Just underway here in the first quarter. It'll be Lenz under center. I believe that's Packer in the backfield. And it is. Handoff goes to Packer over the left side. And he'll get a couple yards, it looks like. Carson Packer met by the defensive line. Number 33 in on the tackle, Riley Barber, the first one to get there from his linebacker position.
You know, Lauren, I am excited that there is not a foot and a half of snow on the field.
I'm sure these players are too. Most of them more than likely remember that from last year. A little easier going here. It's fun to play in the snow, or you think it's fun to play in the snow until you're the one out there on the field. Lenz under center. 2 men behind him this time. Lenz just a straight keep up the middle. Gets a couple and then driven back. It's going to be 3rd and about 5 coming up for North Fremont. You know, North Fremont, they run the ball. They're a heavy run team, but because they are so much of a heavy run team, when they do mix in the pass, it tends to catch defenses off guard. They tend to have a lot of success, and that's what happened against Firth a few weeks ago when they came up. When North Fremont needed to throw the football, they were able to complete passes down the field quickly. 3rd and 5 upcoming. They've got to get to the 26. Lenz under center. Handoff right up the middle. They're not going to get there, but this is 4-down territory for the Huskies. They pick up about 2 more. It's going to be 4th and a long 2 upcoming for the Huskies. Jacobson on the stop for the Cougars. 4th and 2. The first big test here for the defense for Firth.
Yeah, and this North Fremont team loves to get outside. So their previous matchup, they love to do that, and I'm not going to be surprised if they do that again here.
Lenz under center, man in motion. That is the option, and Lenz got hit in the backfield. He's not going to get there. He was looking to pitch, but they had 2 guys a hold of him, and the Cougars get a big stop on 4th down, a turnover on downs, and Firth will take over.
Great play by that Firth defense. That's a big stop, big confidence booster for them on this first drive.
Yeah, Lenz had the pitch option there, but he had 2 guys with hands on him and probably smartly just held on to the football. Otherwise, it could have been fumbled away. So 1st and 10 for the Cougars after they get the defensive stop. Good field position for them out to the 28-yard line. In the backfield with Vasquez is Park. Park, one of the leading rushers in the state overall. As Vasquez nearly slipped and fell. He was able to keep his balance and picks up a lot of yards down the sideline. And Vasquez and Lenz, opposing quarterbacks, chat with each other a little bit as they walk back out onto the field. Gage still chatting with Lenz. And now back to his own huddle. Gage Vasquez, he's only about 5'6" out there. But he is quick, and he is not afraid of contact. 1st and 10 from the 45. Handoff goes to Park. Park's the bruiser. He picks up about 3 on the carry. Park will be out to about the 48-yard line. Angel Romero on the tackle. That's number 1 for the North Fremont Huskies. Romero had some action running the football last week. They used him actually early quite a bit. We haven't seen him offensively yet on their first drive. Same formation for the Cougars. 2 guys to each side with Park. No, that isn't Park. That's 44. It's the option. Vasquez keeps it himself. Vasquez down the sideline on the far side. 1st down and more. Down to the 34-yard line.
That was a great play right there by Gabe. Gage, excuse me. And good for him not to be able to pitch that ball. Like, be able to keep that ball and be able to and make that play right there. Because if he had pitched, I think he was going to get short of that down marker.
Yeah, it was Kyle Jacobson, the pitch man there, and Vasquez stuck with it. The handoff this time goes to 24 on the end around. That's Burton Park. Down the sideline, finally pushed out of bounds by Jordan Lenz, but he picks up Another first down for the Firth Cougars. Of course, Burton Park, Sam Park, Vasquez, watched them a lot in the state baseball tournament last year. Big parts of that highly successful baseball team last spring. Park in the backfield once again with Vasquez. Handoff goes right to Park. Park looking for a seam. Cuts it up and is going to pick up about 6 or 7 on the carry. It'll be second and short upcoming. 8:10 left here in the first quarter. No score on the board yet, as this is Firth's. It's hard to say when you try to tie Firth and First together back-to-back in the same sentence. Their initial drive, there we go, of the ball game.
Yeah, say that 5 times fast.
Firth's first. 2nd and 3 upcoming. 7:47 on the clock and counting. The Cougars turned the Huskies over on downs on their first drive, and now the Cougars inside the red zone. Handoff up the middle to Park. Got tripped up initially, but he's going to have more than enough for the first down. All the way down just shy of the 10. We'll see if it's going to be 1st and goal or 1st and 10 just outside the 10. See what the indication is here. Not sure. They say 1st and goal. They've laid the chains down, so that means 1st and goal upcoming. Right at the 10. Park in the backfield once again. They roll out to the right. Vasquez pitches it to him. It's Park trying to get to the corner, knocked out of bounds. Romero as well as Jacob Hill there for the tackle. Short gain of a yard. 2nd and goal. Just inside the 10 now. 6:55 left here in the first quarter. The Firth Cougars trying to get back to the state title game for the 2nd year in a row. They'd face off against Westside. That's who they played last year. They got blanked in that state championship game, if I remember correctly. But the Cougars had the Pirates on the ropes the first game of this season. Lost in overtime eventually. Looking to pass. Vasquez slings it out. It's caught by Burton Park to the pylon. Touchdown, Firth Cougars. Burton Park with a 9-yard touchdown reception from Gage Vasquez, and the Cougars strike first. The first pass play of the game comes on 2nd and goal for the Cougars, and now they're up 6-0. They'll bring on their kicker for the PAT. That's Cooper Leslie. Snaps pretty good, holds good. The kick is not going to get there. It's too short. He got underneath it, so it'll be no good. Might have been partially tipped at the line, but it'll be 6-0 with 6:21 left here in the first quarter. Cox Honey Farms is a proud sponsor of Firth Athletics and has been a mainstay in the local community for over 70 years. Cox's creamed honey is second to none in flavor, purity, and quality, and I can attest to that. That stuff is good. Cox's Honey wishes the Firth Cougars good luck in the playoffs. Since 2008, Adrenaline Performance in Shelley has been the place to go for all of your automotive needs. They offer a full-service mechanic shop with the best customer service you can find. Everyone at Adrenaline Performance wishes the Cougars good luck in today's game. And Idaho Ag Credit has financed farmers, ranchers, and those in the ag industry since 1934. Idaho Ag Credit is a lending cooperative for people involved in any aspect of agriculture. They offer easily accessible credit at low rates and local employees who understand agriculture. Whether you're buying a tractor, a farm, or need an operating loan, call Idaho Ag Credit or stop by any of their offices with locations in Blackfoot, American Falls, Twin Falls, and Rexburg to serve your ag lending needs, or visit IdahoAgCredit.com for more information. Idaho Ag Credit is proud to support all of the student athletes playing in today's game. So a good opening drive for the Cougars as they get the early lead. They're going to kick short again, this time away from Lenz. That gets taken by Romero. Romero hit pretty early, down just short of the 30-yard line, and a much better coverage that time by the Cougars. And North Fremont will have it 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. We saw, Josh, you mentioned that North Fremont likes to get to the outside. We saw mostly runs up the middle from them on their last drive. It wasn't until that 4th down that they kind of went to the option, and they got cut down short of the line to gain. We'll see what they do here on their second drive. Lenz under center. Back to pass. Caught in the short flat and tackled after a short gain. That was A.J. Hill. That's Austin Jacobson, the senior, on the tackle out there. Jacobson has already got his jersey nice and dirty. That back of that is stained brown. Wait, yeah, that's right. His mom's right here to the right of us. She's excited to put that thing in the wash. Maybe hose it off in the mud room first. Had some moisture here. The field, it's getting late in the season. The grass starting to pull up and tear up. It's a little muddier than it has been earlier in the season. Right up the middle, big hole. That's Angel Romero. He makes Vasquez miss and picks up yardage all the way down to the 36-yard line. A good little sidestep by Romero as he made Gage Vasquez miss on the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Huskies. And that's kind of what we saw as the sun comes out a little bit here. That's a nice welcome sign. That's what we saw last week a little bit as they mixed Romero into the running duties, and he's back there again in that tailback position. In fact, right behind, and a handoff right up the middle, and now whistles. We might have a timeout prior. Yes, that is the call. Side judge on this side, Ryan Hansen, has a timeout called by North Fremont. It'll still be 1st and 10 when we come back from the timeout. I want to thank Dr. Hansen at River Valley Dental in Shelley. They've been serving patients for over 24 years. Dr. Hansen is eager to serve you, and the highly trained team at River Valley Dental works together to provide you with courteous and professional dental care in the most comfortable environment possible. They offer personalized treatments that help you make an informed decision about your oral health. Dr. Hansen and Dr. Hyam at River Valley Dental are proud to support Firth in the playoffs this year. Upper Valley Orthopedics is the Upper Snake River Valley's renowned state-of-the-art orthopedic and sports medicine clinic. Doctors Michael Larson, Kevin Lee, and Travis Torngren are board-certified orthopedic surgeons treating all conditions of the shoulder, elbow, hand, and wrist, hip, knee, foot, ankle, and other sports-related injuries. Call for an appointment at 356-9550 or request one online at uppervalleyortho.com. They're proud supporters of North Fremont Athletics. Pass taken by A.J. Hill. Vasquez missed on the ankle tackle, and a 1st down picked up by A.J. Hill all the way down to the 20 as they're now in the red zone. Burton Park finally getting the tackle. And the Huskies at the 20, 1st and 10. So the Huskies going to the air a little bit earlier. Short passes, nothing down the field like we saw a few weeks ago, but they've been successful picking up the 1st downs. Lenz under center. Pitch to Hill. Trying to get to the outside, not going to get there as Austin Jacobson. Nice tackle right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 upcoming for North Fremont. That's one thing. Firth has a lot of speed, and another timeout it looks like going to be taken for North Fremont. I was saying Firth has quite a bit of speed, and so it makes it a little more difficult for North Fremont to get to the outside like they have in the past. Crapo Trucking is a locally owned and operated heavy haul trucking company situated right in St. Anthony, Idaho. Their office is located at 1908 East 500 North. You can also give them a call at 208-624-3293. Being part of the community is important for Crapo Trucking, and they're proud to support all of the local schools and student athletes. The crew at Crapo Trucking wants to wish the North Fremont Huskies good luck today. And at St. Anthony Motors, you get $10 oil changes for life with the purchase of any new or pre-owned vehicle. St. Anthony Motors services all makes and models. Their service department loves servicing Southeast Idaho with professional and expert customer service. Come in today and talk with our amazing sales team to find the perfect vehicle for your needs. You'll find that at St. Anthony Motors, everything is just a tad less. So 2nd and 10, man in motion is number 22. He's going to pick up a couple yards. That is Carson Packer on the carry. It's going to be 3rd down and I'm going to say about 7 upcoming. Yeah, short 7, long 6 for the Huskies. They've got to get down to the 10 for a first down. 3:50 and counting here in the first quarter.
You know, North Fremont has had some success with some play action right here. They've run it a couple times on this drive right here, and I want to be interested to see if they do this again as well.
Back to passes. Lenz, he's got a receiver out, open. No, the ball came free. Good recovery by Vasquez. And number 6 or 8, it was 6, Gabe Nelson back there to knock that free from Richardson, the intended receiver. So now it's 4th down. You know, Josh, he had him there. He had him open, but he kind of lofted it to him, and that gave time for the defense to recover. But they had Richardson at the goal line open.
They did, and Richardson would have had to make an incredible play to keep that ball in his hands.
Yeah, he got hit pretty hard as soon as that ball got to him. 4th down again, 4th and 7. Lenz rolls out. He's got his man in the back of the end zone. Vasquez nearly picked it off, but he knocks it down. Nice job from the safety, Gage Vasquez, coming over and knocking it down. And another turnover on downs is forced by the Cougars, the second and about the same area. 1st and 10 for Firth with 3:19 left in the first quarter.
This Firth team came to play. They have come to play.
Yeah, their defense has stood up both times as North Fremont has got down into that red zone area. Turned them over on downs on the first 2 possessions. Vasquez in the backfield with Park. Handoff goes to Park right up the middle. He's a load as he picks up about 3 just on a straight dive. Bellis with the tackle for North Fremont. It's Jacob Bellis, number 61, 6'3", 248. Jacob Bellis is a load right there on the defensive line. 2nd and 7 upcoming, 2:45 and counting here in the first quarter of the 2A semifinals. Vasquez back to pass. Little out route over through the intended receiver, Austin Jacobson. And it'll be 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Looks like he had Jacobson open right there. Just overthrew him a little bit.
Yeah, he did. Jacobson had a step on his receiver to the sideline. This led him a little too far. And a big 3rd down here for the Cougars. They moved the ball pretty well on that first possession. 3rd and long upcoming, and they're going to have to get this play off pretty quick here. They're going to run out of time on the play clock. Both teams up to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the count from the back judge. Back to pass is Vasquez again. Now Vasquez in trouble, spins free. He's on the move with his feet and gets popped right on the sideline and out of bounds. That was Hill lowering the shoulder. It'll be 4th down and about a long yard, maybe 2. See what the Cougars opt to do here. A risky spot to go for it on 4th down.
Do you go for it if you're the coach?
It's 4th and 1. You know, the thing you have in your pocket is Gage Vasquez is so quick. If he can get to the outside, plus you have Sam Park, I might go a straight dive to Sam Park right up the middle, and if we're going for it, that's what I'm going to do. I would guess they're going to have a hard count here, and now a timeout called by Firth. Is based in Sugar City, Idaho, but sends trucks all over the western United States and Canada. Pocock Trucking is full service, and by that we mean they do everything. They haul bulk commodities like feed, fertilizer, grain, and potatoes. They offer minor shop repairs and have a full-service lube bay. They grow potatoes, dairy-quality alfalfa, and more. They can even sell you a used truck if you need one. Pocock Trucking's main office is in Sugar City, and their truck shop is located in St. Anthony. To find out more, go to PocockTrucking.com. Pocock proudly supports North Fremont Athletics and wants to wish them good luck in the semifinal matchup. So after the timeout, Firth is back out there lined up just like they were before. They're lined up to go for it. Now, earlier Vasquez was under center. He's back in the pistol now with Park to his right, and I wouldn't be shocked if he just doesn't hand it off here to Park. They roll to the right. Vasquez slides forward. He's going to pick up the first down. He slipped as he made his cut, but he does fall forward for the first down, and the drive stays alive. And that's what you get, Josh, when you have Park and Vasquez. Vasquez so quick, Park so powerful running the football. When you run out to the option like that, it's hard to cover both guys.
Yeah, I like that play call right there. I like that timeout, too, because it's just a straight drive. It gives them that one option, but this, they have 2 options, either Gage or Sam.
Rolling the other way now. The pitch goes to Park this time. Park hit at the line of scrimmage, but he runs off the tackle and picks up about 4 to bring up 2nd and 6. Late in the first quarter here at Candler Field, 1:47 with the Cougars a 6-0 lead. We talked about it early, but these two teams were right here 1 year ago exactly. The game's was played at 4 o'clock last year, this one at 1, and now a jump. I think that was Bellis. Offsides penalty on the defense. So it won't be a first down. It'll be 2nd and about half a yard. Now they do say it results in a first down. So I didn't think they were at 5 yards, but they do say that's a first down, so it's 1st and 10. I thought it was more of a 2nd and 6. Should have been 2nd and 1, but we're a little different angle than the sticks and the ball here.
We are. Referees know better than us.
1st and 10 now from the 39. Under center is Vasquez. Pitch goes to Park. Pretty good blocking. Now Park tries to go back to the middle, but he gets stuck. Good job by the defensive line for North Fremont to blow him back, and now we've got a player that's down on the field, and I think that's Park. It is Park. He got met right in the middle by Richardson, and about 2 other guys finished him off, and Park on his back, as we'll have an injury timeout here with 1:33 left in the first quarter. We're going to step away for a quick break. We'll be back here after the injury timeout. This is the 2A state semifinals on IdahoSports.com.
I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, it was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
Well, welcome back, as Sam Park was carried off the field by a couple of coaches and trainers over there, really favoring that right leg. So we'll see if that would be a big loss for the Cougars to not have Park there. Now back in the backfield is Kyle Jacobson. Back to pass, way wide open down the middle of the field. Caught and then dropped on the tackle all the way down to the 32-yard line. Wyatt Nelson was wide open down the middle of the field, the tight end. So a big first down for the Cougars after Sam Park gets helped off the field as they work on that right lower leg. Might be an ankle. He had some tape on it before. Under a minute now here in the first quarter. Man in motion. Handoff goes to Jacobson. Jacobson hit and dropped. Looks like right at the line of scrimmage. Man there to get him was Carson Packer. Dax Cherry there as well. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Clock continuing to run down to 30 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. A heavy package on the left side of that line with a bunched 3 up men. Vasquez gets sacked in the backfield. It might have been, I think, an illegal. The guys were lined up illegally. I don't know that that formation was legal, because the flags came immediately as the ball was hiked. We'll see if that's the case. It would be a procedure penalty. Yeah, it's an illegal formation on the offense. Penalties declined, so they're going to take the result of the sack. It's about 6s either way. I guess if they take the formation, maybe they gain the down. So it's 3rd and 15 now, as that will end the first quarter. The Firth Cougars on top here, though, 6-0 over the North Fremont Huskies at the end of the first. ProPete fertilizer is an enviro-friendly product that reduces leaching. ProPete can help replace organic matter back into the soil. Peat-bound nutrients release when plants need them. Carbon 90 Plus binds nutrients to the natural carbon of peat moss, encouraging steady plant growth for healthier turf with less mowing and thatch. ProPete is a great product for turf and ornamental applications. Uses range from lawns and gardens to shrubs and trees. ProPete wants to wish the North Fremont boys good luck in the tournament. And Baxter Funeral Home in Ashton is a full-service funeral home with a focus on traditional service offerings. They understand how difficult it can be when your family experiences a loss. Their professional and dedicated staff will walk you through every step of the process, helping you create a unique service that best fits your values and needs. Located at 717 Main Street in Ashton, we're honored to serve your funeral needs. Find out more by visiting them at baxterfh.com or give them a call at 652-3226. Baxter Funeral Home is proud to support the students in the area. Good luck tonight, boys. So the start of the second quarter, it's 3rd and 15. Vasquez in the backfield, back to pass. Steps up, nearly got sacked, but now he's in trouble. Hit and dropped for a short gain. Dax Cherry and Hank Richardson got Vasquez, and Vasquez looking a little haggard there as his jersey's caught up on one of the left side of his shoulder pads. 4th and 11, and this is 4-down territory here for the Firth Cougars. Just underway here in the second quarter. And now a timeout taken by the Firth Cougars. So both teams have burned 2 timeouts here early in the first half. 11:05 left here to go in the second quarter. We're going to step away during this timeout. We'll be back here on IdahoSports.com. Don't go anywhere.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong, Toyota trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, welcome back. Just underway here in the second quarter. Off air, Josh mentioned we're on track for the same score last year, and we are. It was 7-6 at the end of that one. Well, hopefully a little more scoring involved in this game. 4th and 11 here, a long fourth down opportunity. Back to pass is Vasquez. He's got some, and the ball came loose. It's fumbled. It would have been a turnover on downs anyways, but they'll gain a few yards on the play. Vasquez got hit from behind by Richardson, I believe. And they take over 1st and 10 to the North Fremont Huskies. So a big hit from behind on Vasquez, and the Cougars get stopped. First and 10 for North Fremont. Remember to join Idaho Sports Nation on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Get updates, breaking news, pictures, and more. Handoff up the middle goes to A.J. Hill, actually over the right side. And there, we saw this a few weeks ago when guys are tackling guys. They're then rolling after they're on the ground. And here's the discussion from the North Fremont coaching staff. The same thing happened at this ball game, 3 weeks ago, and things got a little testy about this same point in the game, actually.
Where they're trying to extend the ball for extra yards?
No, you tackle the running back, and then after you're on the ground, twist with those legs in the arms. Lenz slips and goes down for no gain on that one. The knee went down. There was a lot of frustration on both sides of the football last time these guys met up because of that exact thing. 3rd and a long 6 upcoming.
I was in the crowd for that game, and the crowd was giving it to the refs.
Yes. Yeah, North Fremont a few weeks ago in that matchup, they were not happy with some of the lack of calls they felt should have been, had flags thrown on them. They split. Dax Cherry way out to the far side. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Nearly intercepted. That would have been a phenomenal interception by Austin Jacobson. Great coverage. He got his head around at the last minute and nearly came up with the ball. He was laying on the ground and still had an opportunity to pick it up. 4th down now, though, for the Huskies. They've been turned over on downs twice already. Romero with the play call, back to the huddle. 9:28 left here in the first half. The Cougars on top, 6-0. Under center is Lenz. They try to get him on the hard count. Firth doesn't jump. And now they get North Fremont to jump. Now it'll be 4th and about 11. Bellist and 11. Back to the line of scrimmage come the Cougars, and they're going to punt it away now as they're on their own side of the football field. High snap, but a pretty decent punt got away. And now the ball takes a nice bounce for North Fremont right down inside the 20-yard line. Dax Cherry with a nice punt. to flop the field position. Quitting smoking, chewing, or vaping is tough, but so are you. If you're ready to quit, there is help. Visit projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW today. And remember, there's lots of games going on Idaho Sports today and has been throughout the state tournament. So if you're interested in any of the other ball games going on, there's some 1A games going on today at Holt Arena. 3 games actually at Holt Arena. Sugars playing Homedale over in Homedale. That game going on right now. Handoff from the Cougars. Going to pick up about 3, maybe 4 on the carry. I'm not sure who was on that. I think that was number 44. I think that was Kyle Jacobson on the carry.
And it does look like Sam Park is coming back in the game.
That is good news for the Cougars, especially if he is in good health. He is back there, like you mentioned, in the backfield. Rolling out, Vasquez keeps it himself, gets hit, stood up, and dropped at the 25. About 4 or 5 Huskies on the tackle there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. No, it's shorter than that. It's going to be about 3rd and 3 upcoming. The ball sitting about the 26-yard line, and they've got to get to the 29. So a big 3rd down here. 3rd and 3 for the Cougars. 8 minutes left here in the first half. Rolling right is Vasquez. He's got a lead blocker, Park. Follows him. Is he going to get there? He does. I think he fell forward for the first down just enough, as he is right at the 30. That's a big first down pickup for the Cougars. As Sam Park out there leading the way, blocking for Gage Vasquez. Remember, at the end of this game, we'll have our IdahoSports.com player of the game. Both these teams want to get to that state championship game next week. Handoff to Park, right up the middle. Big hole. Sam Park with about a 6-yard carry out to the 36-yard line. Almost 7, actually, on the carry. 7:16 left here, and it's been a run-heavy feature from both of these teams, but they've mixed the pass in effectively. We'll say 2nd and 4. Handoff that time just driving forward. We'll see who the ball carrier is. That is Park again. Cutter Bowman with the tackle. Hank Richardson in on it as well. And now it's going to be 3rd and about 1.
Yeah, the Firth fans are happy that Sam is out there running. It looks like they tripled or even quadruple taped his ankle. So
if you see a little limp, it might just be from the weight of the tape. Not necessarily it's hurting, just how much tape's on that thing. He's not in there on the field right now. A little sneak up the middle. It's going to be awfully close. I don't know. It's going to depend on the spot. I think it was just Gage Vasquez right behind his offensive line. It looks like they've got him marked right at the 40, and they give him a first down. So they got just enough. 6:13 remaining here in the first half. The Cougars would like to extend this lead before halftime if they can. First and 10. Vasquez back to pass. On a crossing route, left it a little low for the intended receiver. That was, I think that was Blomqvist. We have him on 70 on ours. Oh, that's Ethan Blomqvist. He's listed as 51 on our roster, but he's actually number 88 out there. I think now that we said that, I remember that from a few weeks ago. That ball incomplete. 2nd and 10 upcoming. 5:49. Man in motion. They swing it out to Park. He's got some blockers. He's got a hole. 1st down and more out across midfield to the 45 before he is finally dropped. Hill and Packer there. Jacob Hill and I think it was Jacob Hill out there, number 3, and Packer out there with the tackle. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line of North Fremont. Good blocking on the outside there for the Cougars. They swing it out this time. Caught by Jacobson. Jacobson with some blockers in front of him picks up 4 yards. Kyle Jacobson, the junior, with the catch and run. Another 4 yards picked up. It'll be, they're going to say, it will be 2nd and 6. They kind of danced around with the football there on the spot a little bit. Handoff to Park right up the middle. Now he busts to the outside on the right-hand sideline. 1st down and more before he's finally pushed out of bounds by Jacob Hill. Just under 5 minutes here in the 2nd quarter. The Cougars driving, trying to avenge that regular season loss here. They lost by 1 to North Fremont on this field. Trying to get the W and back to face Westside in a repeat of last year's state championship matchup. Vasquez puts on the brakes, changes directions, and he's going to pick up about 5. A great decision by Gage Vasquez.
Man, he is agile. To put on the brakes like that and cut inside, that's pretty impressive.
He just dug his heels in and went back to the middle, especially on a slick field like this. The grass. A good cut by Gage Vasquez to bring up 2nd and 5. 4:28 and counting here in the 1st half. North Fremont trying to urge on their defense. Low snap. Vasquez hit as he got rid of it. And that was probably wisely getting rid of it. Hank Richardson, the one to hit him. And it's going to be 3rd and 5 upcoming as the ball fell incomplete. Now, Josh, I almost think he felt the pressure coming and was just getting rid of that because he knew he was going to get hit.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Hank's had a really good game so far. You know, he's been there and hit Gage every single time that he's been in the backfield. So he's had a really good time and a really good job off that edge right there for North Fremont.
Richardson, coming off the defensive end, you're right. He has got into the backfield and hurried and pressured and sacked Vasquez multiple times here in this 1st half. 4:12. Vasquez back to pass, steps up, hit after he lets go, and then that ball sails out of bounds. Vasquez looking for a late hit down the field. They're looking for pass interference as Jacobson was down the sideline. No call either way, and it'll be 4th and 5.
Yeah, I was just watching the referee down that side. He pulled out the flag as if to tease the receiver out there. It was a close call, but I think it was just an uncatchable ball, and I think that's why there was a no call.
And it could have been just, he did end up on the grass, but sometimes legs get tangled up as guys are jostling for position. Didn't look like anything egregious. We're a long ways away, but it didn't look egregious from here. So 4th down. The Cougars have also been turned over. Actually, it was a fumble, actually, that would have turned it over, but it would have been turned over on downs as well. Back to pass. Little screen set up. It's for Jacobson. Jacobson with blockers. There's a flag down, though. We'll see what it's going to be. It was a late flag right here on the near sideline in front of the Huskies bench. And it looks like Kyle Jacobson pleading his case to the side judge, but it is a holding penalty on the offense. They will decline. Oh, there was 2 flags, my mistake. So there was a roughing the passer and a holding, those offset. So we'll replay the down. 4th and 5 once again. So that's good and bad, I guess, for both teams in that scenario. We'll just have a do-over here with 3:55 left in the first half. The Cougars will have it again, 4th and 5. That was a great play call on the screen.
Beautiful play call.
It all was for naught with the offsetting penalties. Vasquez in the backfield. The quick little pass, that might be backwards. They're going to go for the double pass. No, they didn't have a receiver open. They'll turn it over on downs.
That got me a little excited. I thought we were having some trickery right there.
They tried to do it. North Fremont wasn't fooled, though. They had 2 men downfield on the receiver. They didn't bite on the lateral, that pass, that backwards pass, and a turnover on downs. The Cougars are back on defense. North Fremont has 3:47 left to work here. We've seen them be able to score quickly at times, so plenty of time on the clock for North Fremont. Richardson on the near side, split way out. Hitting the backfield, coming out of nowhere. Number 44, Kyle Jacobson, shot through like a bullet and took down Hill. A great tackle by Kyle Jacobson. It's like a fired cannon through the defensive or offensive line from his linebacker position. A loss of 4. And right now, it's been, North Fremont's defense has played pretty well as well, but the Cougar defense has been stifling when they've needed to be. So North Fremont burns their 3rd timeout, their final timeout of the half with 3:15 left here. It's the 2A state semifinal matchup. The winner advances to play Westside next week. Westside in a blowout win last night at Holt Arena. They beat Bear Lake 46-8. Ooh, is what it ended up, something like that. Just a big win for the Pirates. The Westside hasn't had too many close games this season, but the Cougars are one that did give them a scare on that first game of the season. Firth had them on the ropes. Westside ended up winning in overtime, 26-20. After the timeout, 2nd and about, we're going to say 13. First down markers all the way out to the 39-yard line. Right now the ball sitting back on the 26. Under center is Lenz again. Tight formation. A.J. Hill across the formation. It's going to be Lenz on a straight keep. Lenz tripped up. Good tackle that time by Riley Barber to limit the gain. It looked like Lenz had some more room to run if Barber hadn't got to him.
Yeah, we're so used to seeing Lenz and Hill and Packer dominating, and we haven't seen that at all so far. And so this Firth defense has been holding them to, barely nothing this first half, and we're going to be seeing some change there, I hope so.
Yeah, they really have held those 3 guys in check running the football in this first half. That ball off the foot of one of the receivers, I think, and had it popped straight up, that could have been a pick 6. As it was, Burton Park wasn't able to track it down. So 4th and 8. Maybe a little miscommunication there from the receivers and the quarterback. As North Fremont once again taking care of us. The burgers that we've been smelling all afternoon as we came into the stadium. The punt's away. Nice spiral punt this time. Hits and bounces back into bounds, and Vasquez smartly picks it up and just gets back out of bounds to avoid the hit. So at the 30, are the Cougars with the ball, 2:20 left. And it's been mostly defense here in the first half. The first drive, the Cougars drove methodically down the field to make it 6-0. Ever since then, it's been all defense on both sides of the ball. Vasquez changing things at the line of scrimmage. Handoff right up the middle to Park. Park spins and gets drugged down after about a 2-yard gain. Orrin Miller and Carson Packer on the tackle for the Huskies, as we'll go no huddle from the Cougars with 2 minutes. They're into their 2-minute drill here. Vasquez again audibling. Park in the backfield with him. Here comes the blitz. They swing it out to Park. Park hit in the backfield, can't get away from Angel Romero. Literally one-on-one right there. And Romero gets the best of him. A loss on the play. 3rd and long, about 3rd and 12. Minute 32 on the clock. Again, audibling from Vasquez. Handoff to Park right up the middle. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage. That's going to be it. It's going to be 4th down, and the Cougars are going to kick it away, I would assume, now with 1:10 and counting on the clock. Back for the return duties, Carson Packer and Angel Romero going back to join him. And this is, if you're the punter for Firth, you got to keep the ball away. Now, they're not lined up to punt. Packer standing back there. The Cougars might use their last time out here as they just let the clock run down. I think that's what they are waiting for. Here comes the count from the back judge. Well, not quite yet. Now here it is. And there is the timeout taken. So the Cougars wanted to drop the clock all the way down as far as they could, down to 26 seconds left. That is the last timeout of the half for the Cougars as well. Our army of Idaho sports action photographers are covering games from one end of the state to the other each week. We've revamped our galleries to make it even easier to find and order snapshots of all the memorable moments this season. Just click the Action Photos link to purchase prints or digital downloads today. And we got a bunch of great advertisers for today's game. We want to thank our power boosters as well: 21st Century Auto, Bingham Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Pocock Trucking, Madison Memorial Hospital, Big Judd's, Fall River Electric, and Grand Peaks Medical. Of course, some great local sponsors that you've heard from as well. We haven't mentioned them, but you've heard the ad. Blackfoot Communications, a huge thanks to them sponsoring as well for the North Fremont Huskies. With 26.8 seconds left here in the first half, we'll see if the Huskies come after this punt. I think doing the punting, it's Barber, I believe, back there. They do come after him, and he shanks it off to the side. That is kind of worst case scenario if you're the Cougars. Only about a 8-yard punt. And the Huskies, with 19 seconds left here in the half, have a good opportunity here. They've got the ball at the 37-yard line of Firth. We'll see what they draw up here offensively.
Yeah, we know they can go deep. We've seen them plenty times this season, so I want to know if they're going to go deep down the sideline, just a normal streak, or something fancy. We'll see here.
And we'll see what they try to do with just 19 seconds to work here. No real wideouts. Everybody bunched in, though. 2 men up. Lenz under center. Back to pass. In trouble, but he got away. Now he's in more trouble and sacked all the way back to the 49-yard line. and that will end the first half. The Firth Cougars hanging on to a 6-0 lead here at Candler Field. The winner of this one on to the state championship. We're going to step away. We'll be back here for a little halftime wrap-up on IdahoSports.com.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Idaho, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
You've heard it before. There is no I in team, but there is an I in dairy. Dairy foods are a great source of protein, which is vital for helping rebuild and repair muscles after exercise, so your body can be at the top of its game at your next competition. So grab some milk, cheese, or yogurt after you work out, train, or play. Yes, it's true. There is no I in team, but there is an I in win. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov. A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Perform, refuel, recover, repeat. It's the recipe for success in any kind of sport, and dairy can be a key ingredient in every one of those steps. Dairy foods supply your body with high-quality protein to rebuild and repair muscle, carbohydrates to help you refuel, and fluid and electrolytes to help you rehydrate. So your personal recipe for greatness can be perform, win, repeat. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, it was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
Well, welcome back as we're at halftime here at Candler Field. The Firth Cougars with a 6-0 lead. It's been exactly like it looks. It's been all defense. The Firth Cougars had about a 8-yard touchdown catch from Burton Park on their opening drive of the game. And since then, it's been all defense. Both teams turned over on downs multiple times. There was actually a fumble recovered. It was on 4th down, so it would have been a turnover on downs anyways, but Gage Vasquez was sacked, fumbled the ball, and North Fremont Huskies recovered it. But that is all we've had is defense, basically from the opening coin toss. So if you like defensive football, Josh, this is your cup of tea right here.
I know we were joking in pregame of how, what are we expecting over-under-wise for a total score, and I said 53.5. I think we're a little far off.
Unless things go crazy in the second half.
I'm totally down.
Yeah, which I'm okay with as well. But I'm just saying your prediction might be off a little.
Just a little bit.
Based on what's happened in the first half. Just good defensive football from both of these teams. Field conditions, not great. It's a little slick out there, but it's slick for both teams. And, nobody's really been able to take advantage. That opening drive by Firth, the only difference in this ball game. Of course, they missed the PAT, and so it stands 6-0 as we got about 8 minutes left here in the first half. Just going to take a quick look, give you some updates. Sugar's up 13-7 at half. That was as of about 10 minutes ago. Up over Homedale, that'd be a big win for the Sugar-Salem Diggers. Of course, Sugar has been Homedale's nemesis over the last several years. Homedale they're the number 1 ranked team in the state in the 3A, so we'll see if Homedale, and that game being played at Homedale, so.
Yes, Sugar, their senior class is trying to go 4 for 4 on state championships. That's so impressive.
The other 1A games going on early. I don't have an update, but at the end of the first quarter, it was 8-6 Cary, and same score, 8-6 Raft River over Lapway, I believe, is who Raft River was playing. We'll take a look and follow up on that for you. I want to thank a couple more of our local sponsors. Adrenaline Performance since 2008. Adrenaline Performance in Shelley has been the place to go for all your automotive needs. They offer a full-service mechanic shop with the best customer service you can find. Everyone at Adrenaline Performance wishes the Cougars good luck in today's game. And Cox Honey Farms is a proud sponsor of Firth Athletics and has been a mainstay in the local community for over 70 years. Cox's creamed honey is second to none in flavor, purity, and quality. Cox's Honey wishes the Firth Cougars good luck in the playoffs today. And Idaho Ag Credit has financed farmers, ranchers, and those in the ag industry since 1934. Idaho Ag Credit is a lending cooperative for people involved in any aspect of agriculture. They offer easily accessible credit at low rates and local employees who understand agriculture. Whether you're buying a tractor, a farm, or need an operating loan, call Idaho Ag Credit or stop by any of their offices with locations in Blackfoot, American Falls, Twin Falls, and Rexburg to serve your ag lending needs. Visit IdahoAgCredit.com for more information. Idaho Ag Credit is proud to support all the student athletes playing in today's games. And Dr. Hansen at River Valley Dental in Shelley has been serving patients for over 24 years. Dr. Hansen is happy to welcome Dr. Tanner Hyam. I love it how they, often we get ad reads where it's hard to say some of the words. They don't look like, so this one it says Hyam, and it's spelled out phonetically for me, which is nice. But in bold letters, say it right. So Dr. Tanner Hyam, I think we got it right for you. He wants to welcome Dr. Tanner Hyam to the practice, and they're eager to serve you. The highly trained team at River Valley Dental works together to provide you with courteous and professional dental care in the most comfortable environment possible. They offer personalized treatments that'll help you make an informed decision about your oral health. Dr. Hansen and Dr. Hyam at River Valley Dental are proud to support Firth in the playoffs this year. Huge thanks to River Valley Dental. They've been a longtime sponsor at IdahoSports.com as well. Just about 4 minutes left here to go at halftime. Want to remind everybody that we will have all the championship games on IdahoSports.com next week as well. There's still more games coming up tonight. You got Pocatello and Skyline playing at Holt Arena tonight. There's a 4 o'clock game.
I think it's a 1A.
A 4 o'clock game there. Yeah, it's one of the 1As, I believe, as well.
I think it's Butte County.
Butte County playing, that's correct. At halftime, just anyone interested, Cary is up 32-14, and if you want to keep track of those scores and still stay listening to us, you can go to the Friday Night Flash. It's the Saturday afternoon Flash right now, but same results as our illustrious leader Paul Kingsbury is keeping those up to date on the Friday Night Flash. You can also watch or listen to 4 games at a time. You can pull those up on the screen. The scoreboards are right there, and you can watch in real time as things change and kind of flip back and forth on the audio if you want to. A lot of football being played here in the semifinal. Some great games yesterday. We haven't even talked about the semifinal matchups yesterday. Of course, we mentioned the 2A semifinal where Westside defeated Bear Lake handily down at Holt Arena. The other game you had Gooding playing Weiser. Weiser back to the state championship games, first time since 1997. I'm not sure, Josh, were you alive in 1997?
I'm not that young. I was born in 1995.
Pretty close. I knew it was close. But, yeah, 1997, the last time Weiser was in the state championship game. They'll be facing off either against Sugar or against Homedale. Of course, Homedale, the in-conference foe for the Weiser Wolverines. Weiser beat Gooding by about 20. I think it was 48-29, something like that. 49-21, something like that last night. And that game was played at Gooding, I believe. And then the 3 that were the barn burners. Highland defeating Eagle by 1 on a last-second field goal once again by the kicker Ian Hershey. The man is, I kind of joke, he's smooth as chocolate, right? Like, he is just silky smooth and just has ice water in his veins. The second game winner in as many weeks. He hit a 58-yarder last week. He hit a 52 and a 42-yard game winner yesterday. And so Ian Hershey and the Highland Rams headed to the state championship game to face the Rigby Trojans.
Yeah.
They took 3 overtimes to win last night. And just a crazy sequence. Missed PATs, blocked PATs. Finally, the Rigby Trojans got a stop in overtime and then were able to score. Their Tiger Adolfo, their quarterback, was able to punch it in from about 2 yards out on fourth and goal in overtime to send them back to the state championship game. That'll be at Holt next week, we think. There's a lot of scheduling to go on about what's going to happen at Holt and when, due to ISU having a football game next Saturday as well. So, and then in the 4A ranks, Blackfoot up at Sandpoint. That game went to overtime. Sandpoint punches it in after Blackfoot had scored in overtime, kicked the PAT. Sandpoint scored and opted to go for 2. They punched it in for the 2-point conversion to send their team to the state championship matchup. They'll play either Skyline or Pocatello. That game decided tonight at Holt Arena. So crazy football all over the state yesterday, and a lot more of it today as all these teams hoping to find themselves playing in that state championship game next week. Losers are done for the football season at least, and they'll head into winter sports, football or basketball, or wrestling or other activities depending on what the student athletes do throughout the season. I think they're going to put 3 minutes back onto the clock as both teams are back out onto the field here at halftime. We're going to take a quick break, step away. You're watching the 2A state semifinals here on IdahoSports.com. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Blackfoot Communications is and always has been deeply committed to the communities we serve. We strive every day to provide exceptional customer experiences and a vision to bring fiber-based services to every home and business in our service territory. This year, we're beginning our fiber construction to the Island Park area in Idaho. To learn more, visit goblackfoot.com/IdahoSports. Good luck in this year's tournament.
Well, welcome back here to Candler Field. We're just about ready to start the third quarter here, as the Firth Cougars will get the kickoff here to start the second half. The Cougars been the only ones to find the end zone today, and it was on their opening drive. A touchdown pass that went to Burton Park. But other than that, it's been all defenses. Big stops on fourth down to turn the other team over on downs. A sack and fumble recovery. The only turnover, traditional turnover, I guess you'd say, of the ball game. It would have been a turnover on downs anyways, though, as Gage Vasquez, it was fourth down, and he was sacked well behind the line of scrimmage. But here we go.
I'm excited.
We'll see what changes were made at halftime.
Yeah.
What did the coaching staffs decide to do to try to alter the course of this game? The Firth Cougar coaching staff was out on the field for a couple of minutes after everybody else had headed to the locker rooms. See what they do offensively. I mean, defensively, you're doing the right. Both teams doing the right thing. It's all about what's going on offense to see if the Huskies and the Cougars can get something going here in the second half. Left footer boots it. That ball taken, looks like Burton Park on the return. Down the left side. He's got some blockers ahead of him. A good return for Burton Park out to about the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for the Cougars to start the second half. Castleford up 8-0 over Kendrick in the first quarter up north. That game up at Kendrick High School.
It's pretty far away, isn't it?
It's a jaunt. Yeah, you're probably at least 7-8 hours. Ooh. For Castleford, probably about the same. Castleford down in south central part of the state. That ball thrown behind Jacobson, but Jacobson able to catch it, still driving. And a tough 3 or so yards for Jacobson after that little catch out in the flat. Packer out there on the tackle, as well as A.J. Hill. Vasquez trying to dirty up another jersey. We see Gage Vasquez went from 11 to 25. That 25 is nice and bright. Handoff right up the middle to Park. He's going to pick up 3 or 4. It's going to be third and about 3 upcoming. Of course, the rule's a little different in football as far as jerseys are concerned. There's basketball, there's got to be a good reason for you to change your jersey. And, of course, Vasquez, his might have been ripped too. A couple times he had the shoulder pad hanging out after a sack, so it's possible his had been ripped. It was definitely dirty. And he's got a nice clean one out there. Maybe a handoff up the middle. Park again, first down and more out near midfield. And the Firth Cougar fans happy, and I'm sure the coaching staff happy to have Sam Park back out on the field. He's just a weapon to run the football. You can almost guarantee 3 or 4 yards every time he touches it. 1st and 10 from the 49. 10 minutes, 12 seconds here in the third, just underway. Little pump across the middle, caught. Big hit, but he hangs on to it. Nice catch by Kyle Jacobson. Cherry with the hit. That ball going to be about 1.5 yards short. It'll be second and we'll say 1. Back in the pistol is Vasquez. Handoff again to Park. Up the middle, Park slipping through arm tackles. Picks up the first down easily. All the way down to the 37-yard line. Good blocking up front by that offensive line for the Firth Cougars. And just like the first possession of the first half, the Cougars are driving the ball down the field. 9:26 on the clock. Park again. That time he gets stood up. He got wrapped up low by number 8, Cutter Bowman, and then A.J. Hill hit him up top to finish him off. No gain on that carry, or a very minimal gain of a 0.5 yard. Second and a long 9 as the third quarter running down quickly here. 8:50 left. Vasquez, pitch. Hit at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. Good defense on the far side that time. Dax Cherry, he has been all over the field on defense as Dax Cherry wraps him up for no gain. So it'll be 3rd and 9 now. On the carry that time off the pitch was Kyle Jacobson. He just couldn't get to the outside. Dax Cherry doing a good job of getting out there and wrapping him up. 3rd and long. The Huskies trying to get a stop. Back to pass. There's going to be a holding penalty, which is awful because the ball was caught for a first down, but there's going to be a holding penalty, and it didn't need to be. If he'd have let him go, there wouldn't have been a hold, but he got grabbed from behind. Everybody saw it. So it'll stay 3rd down, but it's going to be 3rd and about 19. Just a costly penalty there. It was the late grab, Josh, that everybody saw. He was pretty good until that late grab. He grabbed the jersey from behind. Didn't need to because Vasquez was letting go of the ball at the time. And it would have been a first down. Third and 19. They've got to get down to about the 27, it looks like. 10 seconds on the play clock as Firth gets set. Here comes the count. They're going to have to get it, the pit. They do get it off. Vasquez rolling. He's in trouble. Let's go of it. Across the middle, it's caught. Trying to get to the first down sticks. Lowers the boom. does number 88. That's Ethan Blomquist, and that's a first down. So they threw it short underneath. Blomquist was wide open, and with the late effort from Ethan Blomquist, he picks up the first down to the 25-yard line.
It was a great throw by Gage as he kept his eyes down the field and decided to throw and not keep it. So good job by Gage right there.
Park with the handoff. Picks up about 3. Jordan Hill in there, number 55 as well, on the tackle for North Fremont. It's Orrin Miller. So second and a long, well, they say second and 8 after that carry. Ball sitting at about the 23-yard line. The Cougars trying to tack onto this lead. 6:45 on the clock here in the third. They swing it out into the flat. It's caught, and he tripped on his blocker. Going to pick up a couple of yards. It was Austin Jacobson on the carry as the block kind of got pushed back into him as he was trying to get to the outside. 3rd and 5 upcoming. Ball is right at the 20-yard line. They're releasing the dogs. I don't know if you heard that, Josh, over the PA. Those are the defensive Husky dogs.
Oh, is that what it was?
Vasquez fakes to Park, rolling right. Has his man and knocked away from behind. It was right at the sticks, but it got knocked down by Jacob Hill. Good coverage by Hill. So 4th and 5.
I've been waiting to say Jacob Hill's name all game because he's got a club on his left fist. And been wondering if he's been using it as a little secret weapon over there.
Yeah, he does have that thing taped up. It's big.
It's huge.
It's 4th down, 4th and 5 here for the Cougars. Vasquez back to pass. Pressure comes. He steps up, avoids it. Now he's on the run. Now he throws downfield to an open receiver. It's caught inside the 10. What a play by Gage Vasquez. I don't see any flags, so it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9. Vasquez stepped up. Somebody had a hold of his jersey, but he got away just long enough to complete that pass to, it seems like, his favorite target this half, Ethan Blomquist, for a first down. Vasquez, handoff to Park up the middle. Just a straight dive to pick up about 2, maybe 3. Bowman, the first guy to get to him.
You know, one of the positives out of this drive is they've taken almost 7 minutes off the clock in this third quarter, and North Fremont hasn't even touched the ball.
That is a great point, as the clock ticking down to 5:10 right now here in the third. And you're right, Firth has had it the entire quarter on this sustained drive that is 2nd and goal from about the 7, maybe the 6. Vasquez back to pass, pressure coming, he's in trouble, he's going to run, stays in bounds, maybe picks up a yard or 2, depending on where he gets marked out. I love it. Jordan Lenz immediately goes to the sideline and puts his foot on the sideline where he saw Lenz step out.
He's just helping him out.
That's right. It's like, it was right here, ref. This is where he went out. The official gave him an extra yard from where Lenz thought he went out. So it's 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Now we're under 5 minutes. Clock stopped at 4:47 as Vasquez got out of bounds. Back to the line of scrimmage go the Cougars. Park in the backfield with Vasquez. Rolling left. In trouble, trying to get away. Vasquez not going to get to the goal line. He's going to be about a yard short. Jukin and jiving making guys miss, trying to get to the goal line, and he's a yard short. It's going to be 4th down. We'll see where they actually put the yardstick. It's 4th and 1. He's inside the 1. What do you do here? Do you go back to the option with Park and Vasquez, Josh?
Yeah, I think it's either an option or even a straight drive with Sam Park. You know, he's a heavy load, so they haven't been able to stop him this second half at all.
North Fremont fans trying to urge on their defense, and now we're going to have a timeout in a big spot here from the North Fremont Huskies, I believe. It is. North Fremont will take their first timeout of the ball game. I want to thank some more of our sponsors. ProPete Fertilizer, they're an enviro-friendly product that reduces leaching. ProPete can help replace organic matter back into the soil. Peat-bound nutrients release when plants need them. Carbon 90 Plus binds nutrients to the natural carbon of peat moss, encouraging steady plant growth for healthier turf with less mowing and thatch. ProPete is a great product for turf and ornamental applications. Uses range from lawns and gardens to shrubs and trees. ProPete wants to wish the North Fremont boys good luck in today's game. Upper Valley Orthopedics is the Upper Snake River Valley's renowned state-of-the-art orthopedic and sports medicine clinic. Doctors Michael Larson, Kevin Lee, and Travis Torngren are board-certified orthopedic surgeons, treating all conditions of the shoulder, elbow, hand, and wrist, hip, knee, foot, ankle, and other sports-related injuries. Please call for an appointment at 208-356-9550 or request an appointment online at uppervalleyortho.com. Upper Valley Orthopedics in Rexburg is a proud supporter of North Fremont Athletics. 4:01 on the clock. It's 4th and goal from the 1. The Cougars trying to extend their lead. Vasquez enters center. The option. Vasquez keeps it. He's in for a touchdown. They covered the pitch well. Vasquez cut it up on the left side of the line, and he goes in for 6 more. And after running 8 minutes off of the clock on that drive, you don't often see a high school drive last that long. They ran off 8 minutes and 3 seconds, did the Cougars, and they get the touchdown. We'll see if they opt to go for 2 here or if they still try for 1. They do have the ball over on that left hash, so you got to think they're going to go for 2. And they will. Park in the backfield with Vasquez. He was on his left, now he's on his right. Back to pass, Vasquez. Pressure coming from behind. He's got to get rid of it. He does. It's incomplete. As it was Hank Richardson chasing him down from behind. It was too low, and it'll stay 12-0. At St. Anthony Motors, get a $10 oil change for life with the purchase of any new or pre-owned vehicle. St. Anthony Motors services all makes and models. Their service departments love servicing Southeast Idaho and with professional and expert customer service. Come in today and talk with their amazing sales team to find out the perfect vehicle for your needs. You'll find that at St. Anthony Motors, everything is just a tad less. A little update. Sugar is still up 13-7 to start the 4th quarter. Here in this ball game, 12-0 after late here into the 3rd quarter. As Firth gets ready to kick off here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what North Fremont, what their halftime changes were, because
they haven't been able to do anything with it yet.
They haven't been able to do anything. They've been playing for something for about 20 minutes now, and Firth has kept the ball for a long time in this 3rd quarter.
Once again, an 8-minute, 3-second drive culminating in about a 1-yard touchdown run from Gage Vasquez on a pitch or a option play. And he kept it himself. Firth, they'll kick short again. They have Lenz up there. Lenz takes it at about the 30, trying to get to the outside, and gets wrapped up. Nice job. A good open field tackle by number 2 for the Cougars. That's Daryl Vasquez. just the freshman, Daryl Vasquez. So I'm looking for Vasquez again out there, and I think he's in a different jersey again. Correct me if I'm wrong, that number 14, it's not Carter Britton. I think that's Vasquez again. So Vasquez now in his third jersey of the night.
That's pretty impressive.
Number 14 now. The other one might have been ripped. He had it dragged a couple of times on a tackle. Short 1 yard gain for A.J. Hill on the carry right up the middle.
They're doing some jersey swaps over there.
Yeah, Vasquez, he borrowed a senior Angel Arriaga's jersey for that drive there here to start the third quarter. Now he's in freshman Carter Britton's jersey, number 14. Back there in his safety position is Vasquez. Luckily, apparently they're all about the same size. So that's nice that they fit Vasquez. Man in motion is Parker, and good job again by the defense for Firth to limit that to a short gain. It's going to be about third and a long 5. And an official's man in motion's Hill. They pitch it to Hill. Hill got in the backfield. Tackle for loss by number 88, Ethan Blomqvist, back to the original line of scrimmage, and it's now 4th. And a long 9 for the Huskies. So on 4th and long, it looks like they've got Cherry back there to punt it away. This flag's going to be from the back judge. Did he push off? I didn't see him push off.
They're reporting at North Fremont right now.
Discussion, amongst the officials. The call came from the back judge. The flag's sitting all the way back at about the 41-yard line of Firth. We'll see what here is the call from our white hat, our referee Blair Peepo. They wave the flag off after the discussion. So it'll be first down. And Firth had that covered. They had 3 guys back there. They just kind of underjumped the throw, if you will, and it was caught for a first down out to the 41.
Yeah, it was a risky throw.
Yeah,
it was
into triple coverage.
Yeah, but a great play over there by Hank. Good hands and way to hold on to that ball.
Dax Cherry to Hank Richardson. Of course, Hank Richardson, the biggest, or at least tallest receiver out there. So it's 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Let's see if that momentum can continue here for them. Handoff right up the middle goes to Romero. Romero going to pick up about 5, it looks like. Got hit at the line of scrimmage, but able to spin free. Riley Barber, the senior, number 33, the first man to get to him. 2nd and 5 with 1:15 left here in the third. The Cougars drove down in just over 8 minutes and scored. North Fremont trying to do the same here with 1 minute left in the quarter. Man in motion is Hill. Lenz keeps it himself. Lenz trying to cut up field. He's going to be right at the sticks. Looks like he's got the first down. Jordan Lenz with a first down, just shy of the 30-yard line, though the drive will continue with 53 seconds left here in the quarter.
I mean, this is a huge drive for North Fremont, If, I don't think they wanted to break out the fake punt situation just yet, but they were able to get that and keep this drive going and hopefully get some points on the board for them. 1st
and 10, Lenz. Little counter play. They had him in the backfield. He can't get free. What coverage by Firth as Packer broke free of a couple of tackles, but just the continued pursuit from Firth. And the down marker over there says 4th down, and they do get it switched over to 2nd down and just didn't get changed. So a yard gain to the 30-yard line. And that is going to be the last play of the quarter as we're down to 3, 2, and now 1. And that'll do it. So we head to the 4th quarter. The Huskies trying to get on the scoreboard here as we head to the 4th. We're going to step away for a quick break. We'll be back here on IdahoSports.com.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Welcome back here as we just get ready to start the 4th quarter. North Fremont driving here. It's been all Cougars here in that 3rd quarter as they took up 8 minutes on a scoring drive. Now the Huskies, it's 2nd and 9, trying to complete this drive to get their first points on the board. Everybody back out onto the field. A tight formation here from the Huskies. Lenz, I think, kept it himself. He's going to pick up 2 or 3. And that's the way they'll start the 4th quarter. Lenz picking up a few. It's going to be 3rd down and long for the Huskies. Third and about 6 upcoming. Man out to the outside is Romero. Man in motion, that's Richardson. Handoff up the middle. We're going to have false start, I believe. Too many guys moving. False start against North Fremont. So what was 3rd and 6 is now 3rd and 11. As some costly penalties have backed the Cougars up. They had some momentum after that big fake punt where they were able to pick up the 1st down on 4th and long. But now they find themselves in 3rd. And the ball hasn't moved yet. There it goes. 3rd and long.
Do you think they're going to throw it here?
You know, it's 2 down or 4 down territory. You know, they're going to go for it either way. But they may try to, but they may try to pick up some yards on the ground. They are going to throw. A little play action out to Richardson. And that was closed quickly by Kyle Jacobson, number 44. Hank Richardson had nowhere to go. And they actually lost yardage on the play. It's going to be 4th and about 13 all the way back to the 35-yard line. Actually 4th and 14. They've got to get to the 21-yard line for a 1st down. And with 10-15 to go here, this would be a huge stop for the Firth defense. Biggest of the ball game thus far. 4 wideouts. Back to pass, flag comes in. I think we had another false start. Nobody got set. The far side receivers did not get set before Lenz had the ball snapped to him. It was Dax Cherry and Romero out there, and one of the two at least didn't get set prior to the snap. unless this is part of some master plan by the Huskies, they are going the wrong direction here with 4th and 19 upcoming. I just heard Mauricio Vasquez, one of the coaches, say, knock it down, back to pass. Lenz on the move, looking downfield. He just lofts it up. He's got A.J. Hill. Caught. What a phenomenal catch by A.J. Hill at the 10-yard line. Good, solid coverage down there, and somehow A.J. Hill comes up with it.
I think that's that masterful plan that they were drawing up. They had that plan coming out of halftime.
2 fourth down conversions, long fourth down conversions on this drive, as North Fremont trying to stay in touch here in this ball game. 9:15 left here in the fourth. 1st and goal for the Huskies. Handoff. A.J. Hill, he got a jersey from behind. Jacobson just couldn't hold on, and A.J. Hill able to break free. It'll be 2nd and goal from about the 2. Maybe the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they are going to say at the 2. Clock running to 8:45. Under center. Lenz, Hill with the handoff. He didn't get there. Stood up and driven back. No gain, maybe a slight loss. 3rd and goal. Clock continues to run, and if you're a Cougar fan, it can't run fast enough. 3rd and goal, they did lose maybe a half yard. Under center is Lenz. Lenz on the option, keeps it. Lenz stood up, not gonna get there. 4th and goal. Austin Jacobson in on the tackle, as well as Riley Barber there to stand him up. It's power on power. The Cougars trying to get a stop. The Huskies trying to get into this ball game. They have yet to score. We're in the 4th.
Here we go.
7:36, it's 4th and goal. And a timeout taken before the snap by North Fremont. Head coach Ben Lenz. 2nd timeout of the half for North Fremont. This is the drive of the ball game right now. If you look at it, a stop here from the Cougars would be devastating for the Huskies. Pocock Trucking is based in Sugar City, Idaho, but sends trucks all over the western United States and Canada. Pocock Trucking is full service, and by that we mean they do everything. They haul bulk commodities like feed, fertilizer, grain, and potatoes. They offer minor shop repairs and have a full-service lube bay. They grow potatoes, dairy quality alfalfa, and more. They can even sell you a used truck if you need one. Pocock Trucking's main office is in Sugar City, and their truck shop is located in St. Anthony. To find out more, go to PocockTrucking.com. Pocock proudly supports North Fremont Athletics and wants to wish them good luck in the playoffs. Huge thanks to all of our local sponsors: Blackfoot Communications, St. Anthony Motors, Pro Pete Fertilizer, Pocock Trucking, Upper Valley Orthopedics, Baxter Funeral Home, and Crapo Trucking. 4th and goal. Power formation. It's Lenz to the outside. Lenz! There's a flag. Did he get in? He didn't get in. Yes, he did. There's the signal. Touchdown. But a flag on the play. It's coming back by the result of the hands on the head from number 82, Hank Richardson. That is not going to count. We'll see what the call is. Chop block on the offense. So it'll still be 4th and goal, but it's way back at the 17-yard line. Lenz barely got over the goal line. It would have been a touchdown. But after that 15-yard penalty, it's 4th and goal from the 17. 7:26 on the clock. A lot different play call, though they've been pretty good on 4th and long on this drive. Can they go 3 for 3 here? Lenz under center. Back to pass. Lenz in trouble. Gets free. Let's go. Did he catch it? A.J. Hill again. Are you kidding me? A.J. Hill. What a catch once again on 4th and long. 3 times on this drive they've converted on 4th and long, and that time 4th and goal from the 17. And finally North Fremont gets on the board.
You're talking about how they needed to draw up some masterful plans. I guess A.J. Hill was the mastermind behind those plays, because those are crazy catches that you're making out there.
Yeah, getting hit, triple coverage. They're going to go for 2. Back to pass. Lenz rolling right. He's in trouble. Tries to get rid of it. Did it get caught? No, intercepted. Flag comes in. It was intercepted, I think, by Vasquez.
Yeah, Gage did.
It's probably either going to be defensive holding or pass interference, in my opinion. There was a lot of grabbing on the receivers on that play. So it was pass interference. They'll retry the down. It's half the distance, so the ball at the 1.5 now. A.J. Hill. That has been the name on this drive. It was the only other one. It was Dax Cherry to Hank Richardson on the 4th and long on the fake punt, and 2 huge 4th down pickups from passes from Lenz to Hill. Handoff up the middle. He only had a 1.5 yards to go, and he got there. It's A.J. Hill once again in, and it's 8-12. A crazy drive that took almost 9 minutes on that drive for the Huskies. 3 4th down and long conversions. And they find themselves down 4 now with 7:17 left.
Yeah, we're talking in pregame as well. Is that there's that trio: Carson Palmer, Jordan Lenz, and A.J. Hill. A.J. Hill's been showing up, and Jordan Lenz has been throwing the ball really good. And so we're waiting for Carson Packer to make some plays, and I'm sure he will, and with being part of that trio, and he's been doing it all year. So we'll see if they can make this comeback at a stop, or if Firth can hold it down and keep this win alive and head to the state championship, excuse me.
You knew they weren't going to go away quietly, as the Cougars, once again, they had a 12-0 lead. North Fremont, you can't ask for any more, really, from North Fremont on that drive. They convert 3 4th and longs. The last one being 4th and goal from their 17-yard line. 2 of those go to A.J. Hill, and just phenomenal catches by him in triple coverage. And now the Cougars, if they can put together another long drive, and it's going to be a onside kick, immediately covered by number 5. It took a beautiful hop. If you're a Cougar fan, Cooper Leslie covered it. That's that hop you want as a shortstop right there. It just kind of bounces up right to your glove. Leslie, no trouble at all to grab it and immediately fall on it.
Yeah, I think the kicker there kicked it a little too fast because his team wasn't ready for even a chance to get that ball.
So North Fremont unable to cover the onside kick, and now it's the Cougars, and that's going to be a false start, I believe. And momentum switching a little bit here, and the Cougars have really played pretty good penalty-free football up to this point. Now is not the time to let the nerves get to you. You've got the ball, you've got the lead, you've been able to drive down the field and maintain possession of the football. The Huskies on the other side are fired up. That defense wanting to get this football back. 1st and 15. Vasquez in there as number 14 still. Vasquez under pressure, running out of, and now down the field, and a big hit, and they're going to bring in a penalty flag. Now the question is it going to be pass interference? Yeah, that is what the call is going to be, pass interference. Now, here's something to keep in mind. That ball was well overthrown for the intended receiver. In high school, there is no such thing as an uncatchable ball. It doesn't apply as far as the rules. It's not in the rule book. So a ball thrown 10 yards over your head, if you get hit early, there could theoretically be a flag thrown, and that may have been the case there, as that ball wasn't 10 yards. It was just a couple yards over the head. But that's an automatic first down. Or not an automatic first down, but a first down by way of penalty for the Cougars. 1st and 15 now inside Husky territory at the 43-yard line. Hand off to Park, and that's what you want to do if you're the Cougars. Hand the ball off to Park, make North Fremont burn timeouts, and keep that clock rolling.
Yeah, Firth doesn't want to happen what happened in the game in October, earlier. Their last matchup where they had the same situation and got, a turnover on downs, and North Fremont went back and scored a touchdown to win the game.
2nd and 6 upcoming. Vasquez rolling, pitches it to Park. Park in trouble. He's going to lose yardage. Tackled for a loss. About a 3 or 4 yard loss back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and nearly 10. And it is 3rd and 10. Clock running, 6:15 on the clock. Back to pass. They sling it out. Nowhere to go. Tackled for a loss. Dax Cherry hit Austin Jacobson. And I tell you what, if I'm the Cougars here, you got to punt this away. You got to punt this away and trust your defense to be able to hold on here for the last 5:30 of this ball game.
Yeah, their defense has been fantastic this whole game. So, and I think that's what they're going to do.
The only thing to keep in mind, the last punt that came off the foot of Riley Barber only traveled about 8 yards. Hopefully Barber can get a better one off here for the Cougars if you're a fan of the Firth. Takes his time. Much better punt, got away. It's going to take a nice bounce, I believe, and it does. Picked up by Lenz. Lenz stays on his feet, but he's in trouble, still on his feet, and gets tackled all the way back to about the 15-yard line. So a good job by the coverage team for Firth. So it'll be the North Fremont Huskies. They've got to go 85 yards with 4:56 on the clock, and they need a touchdown. We've seen this before. About a month ago, 3 weeks ago, I guess, when the Cougars faced North Fremont here on this same field. North Fremont drove and scored in this situation to take the lead and win the game. North Fremont under center, it's Lenz. Hill, the man moving. They're looking downfield, knocked away. That was a fantastic play. That is not pass interference. The North Fremont fans wanted it, but that's not pass interference. Great job. Coming over the top was number 24, Burton Park, to knock that away.
Yeah, he timed.
Hard words right now. Timed his jump perfectly right there.
A good defensive play there by the Cougars. But again, North Fremont still plenty of time left here in this ball game. 4:48, 2nd and 10. One-on-one coverage out there. It's Burton Park on Hank Richardson. Hit from behind as he pitched, but he got it away. Hill tackled out of bounds at about the 18. They say the clock continues to run. It looks like, I thought the motion from the official, but they do stop it. 4:34 on the clock. And now it is moving. I thought the official had said to keep that thing winding as he went down in bounds. 4:20 on the clock and rolling. 3rd and 7. It's A.J. Hill time. Actually, no, one more down. It'll have to be 4th and about 15 for A.J. Hill time. Romero in the backfield with Lenz under center. Back to pass. Lenz looking, under pressure, gets free. Thrown up, intercepted! 24, Burton Park intercepts it. He tipped it to himself and caught it on his back. And the Cougars forced the first turnover from their defense with 3:52 left. Still plenty of time for the Huskies.
Wow, what a play.
They had double coverage on Richardson down the field. There's no chance the ball was tipped by Burton Park. He caught it on his way down. And now the Cougars trying to salt this away once again with 3:52 on the clock. North Fremont trying to force their own turnover. Handoff goes to Park. Nowhere to go. That was a really slow developing play. It almost looked like Vasquez about turned the wrong way to hand it off to Park. I think that's either Mauricio or Rigo Vasquez out there talking to Gage on the far sideline. It is Mauricio out there. Barking orders. And here come the Cougars to the line of scrimmage. 10 seconds on the play clock. They get it off. Handoff goes to Park. Park tripped up, or he would have had more room to run. Number 8, Cutter Bowman on the tackle. Clock running, 2:45 and counting. This is a big 3rd down. 3rd and 4. A first down here would make it awfully difficult for the Huskies to get the ball back. They do have, I think, at least one timeout left, maybe 2.
I think it's 1.
3rd and 4 as the Cougars come to the line of scrimmage. In the pistol is Vasquez with Sam Park on his left. Vasquez keeps it. He's got blockers. Vasquez cut down. It's going to be 4th down. Now what do you do? It's decision time for Mauricio Vasquez over there.
I'm going for this.
And head coach Jordan Bartlett. What do you do here on 4th and about 4 from the 40?
I'm going for this. And I think this will end the game if they get this too. So I'm definitely going for this.
My guess is we'll have a hard count at the line of scrimmage. We're probably going to have a timeout from the Firth Cougars because they are going to run down near the play clock, the end of the play clock. There was the 10-second mark as they finally are getting the line of scrimmage. There is the count from the back judge, and there is the timeout. 1:25 left. 1:25 left. Firth, a first down here would pretty much win the ball game, barring a penalty, barring a turnover. Want to thank all of our sponsors one more time here as we come up on the final minute of this ball game. Baxter Funeral Home in Ashton, a full-service funeral home with a focus on traditional service offerings. They understand how difficult it can be when your family experiences a loss. Their professional and dedicated staff will walk you through every step of the process, helping you create a unique service that best fits your values and needs. Located at 717 Main Street in Ashton, we're honored to service your funeral needs. Find out more by visiting them at baxterfh.com or give them a call at 208-652-3226. Baxter Funeral Home is proud to support the students in the area. Good luck tonight, boys. Well, North Fremont needing a little bit of that luck right here. 4th down and 4. It looks they are lined up to go for it. Vasquez back to pass. Crossing route tipped and incomplete. Cutter Bowman got a hand on it, and the Cougars turn it over on downs with 1:21 left, and we think North Fremont has one timeout left. There's still life for the North Fremont Huskies. And it comes down to this, the last 1:21 on the clock. North Fremont's defense gets the turnover on downs and gives their offense a chance here. What do they have drawn up for 1:21? They've got 60 yards to go to win this ball game. They move A.J. Hill up near the line of scrimmage. Back to pass, into traffic. That ball tipped and incomplete. Nearly intercepted. A big hit put on Hank Richardson after that ball was tipped. 2nd and 10. The defense for the Cougars just about ended it there. 1:15 left on the clock. Remember, at the conclusion of this game, we will award our IdahoSports.com Player of the Game. Don't go anywhere. 75 seconds left here. Ball fumbled, Lenz falls on it. We saw that a couple of times last week on a bad exchange on the snap, and now a timeout taken by North Fremont. That is their last time out of the half. Taken with 1:09 here after the fumbled snap. It's 3rd and 10 upcoming. Crapo Trucking is a locally owned and operated heavy haul trucking company situated right in St. Anthony, Idaho. Their office is located at 1908 East, 500 North. You can give them a call at 208-624-3293. Being part of the community is important for Crapo Trucking, and they are proud to support all of the local schools and student athletes. The crew at Crapo Trucking want to wish the North Fremont boys good luck. A lot of games going final around the state, these playoff games. Check out those scores on IdahoSports.com. We've got 69 seconds left here before the decision is made who will play the West Side Pirates for the 2A state title next week. 3rd and 11. Pitch back to Hill. Hill looking to throw down the field. He's got no one to throw to, and it's incomplete.
They tricked me out as the cameraman. I was over there following Lenz.
I think the pass was intended for Romero. Hill was the one who threw it. It went incomplete. Hill took a shot at the end of the throw. 61 seconds left. It's A.J. Hill time. He's converted as a receiver 2 4th and longs on that touchdown drive just minutes ago. Lenz pitches back to Hill. Hill's going to be throwing it. He throws it back to Lenz. Lenz on the run. Lenz isn't going to get there. It's a turnover on downs. The Cougars corral him at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere for Jordan Lenz to go. And with 51 seconds left, the Firth Cougars can kneel it and win this ball game. No timeouts left for North Fremont. And excitement on one side of the field and despair on the other as the Firth Cougars will line up in their victory formation. It appears anyways. They will. Vasquez, good snap. He downs it, and coming through there is Bellis. But the clock cannot be stopped. And the Cougars cheer from across the field. 2nd and 12. 32 seconds on the clock. They'll have to kneel it one more time. And Vasquez does. There's the clock. And that's the ball game. A hard-fought football game. The Firth Cougars get the win here in the state semifinals. A score of 12-8 over a very good North Fremont team. Their only loss of the season. The Huskies fall here in the state semifinals. The Cougars will play Westside next week in a rematch of last year for the 2A state title. Stick around here. We're going to come back with our IdahoSports.com player of the game. Don't go anywhere, as once again the Firth Cougars have defeated the North Fremont Huskies by a score of 12-8. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back here as the two teams congratulate one another for a hard-fought ball game there at midfield. The North Fremont Huskies can't complete the perfect season. They fall to the Firth Cougars 12-8 in what was just a defensive battle between these two teams. And that really brings us to our IdahoSports.com player of the game. As we talked off air, no real big standout. You know, there was some turnovers, some offensive play for the Cougars, but really what it came down to was the defense. And so in an odd situation, we go to the defense for the Firth Cougars as our IdahoSports.com players of the game. Just a dominating performance. Josh, you talked about holding this North Fremont offense to just 8 points.
Yeah, and I thought it was very impressive. You know, North Fremont is not a joke of a team at all. You know, they're a very, very good team. They were undefeated for a reason going in to the state playoffs. And Firth's defense showed up and showed out. And that's why they're the Idaho Sports players of the game. And they well-deserved award for them.
Just a dominating performance once again by the Firth Cougar defense. And it wasn't until the fourth quarter, midway through the fourth quarter, that the North Fremont Huskies were able to punch that touchdown in to even give them a chance here late in this ball game. The Cougars defense comes up big time and time again, forcing turnovers on downs to salt this thing away. Well, this has been an IdahoSports.com game stream production of the 2021 Idaho State Football Tournament. Tournament coverage presented by the Idaho Division of Public Health, your local Toyota dealer, Valleywide Co-op and Country Stores, and Project Filter, Stop Smoking, Start Living. We'd also like to thank our local advertisers tonight. Thank all of them: Cox's Honey, River Valley Dental, Adrenaline Performance, Idaho Ag Credit, as well as St. Anthony Motors, Blackfoot Communications, Pro Pete Fertilizer, Pocock Trucking, Upper Valley Orthopedics, Baxter Funeral Home, and Crapo Trucking, as you see the third place trophy awarded to the North Fremont Huskies. Also a third place trophy awarded to Bear Lake last night in their semifinal matchup. Just a phenomenal ball game here today. I want to thank our power boosters as well: 21st Century Auto, Bingham Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Pocock Trucking, Madison Memorial Hospital, Big Judd's, Fall River Electric, and Grand Peaks Medical. Congratulations once again to the Firth Cougar defense, our IdahoSports.com players of the game, and thanks for joining us as the Firth Cougars defeat the North Fremont Huskies by a score of 12-8 here in the 2A state semifinal. Once again, Firth will move on to next week, the state title game, to face off against the West Side Pirates, the defending state champions, in a rematch of last year's title game. My broadcast partner, Josh McGauley, and everyone else behind the scenes at IdahoSports.com. I'm Lauren Jensen saying thanks for joining us this afternoon and have a great weekend. Don't forget to join us next week for all of the state titles across the state of Idaho. Have a great night.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com Game Streams.